Okay.
Okay. We're going to make a magic loop to start to make our flower square. This is the square. And then we'll join it. So you make a circle with the tail on top, and then you take your hook and you go in. I'm doing that wrong. You go from under. You take your circle and your hook and you go from under, yarn over and make a slip stitch, and then chain 3. We're going to chain 4 actually, because it's going to be 1 DC and 1 chain, and you're going to make 8 DCs altogether with a chain 1 between each one, like that. This is the third one. The fourth one. And we have 5. 6. And here's the last one. And then you just take your tail and pull it tight. You don't have anything left in the middle. Then you do a slip stitch into the third chain up. So 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to go into the chain 1 space. You're going to go underneath with another slip stitch. Then for the flower petals, there's 8 flower petals. To start the first one though, you're going to do 2 chains. So 1, 2, then you're going to do yarn over, and then under into the chain 1 space, pull up a loop, go through the first loop, 2 loops. You have 2 chains on the 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, and then 1 more, and then through all 4 loops on your hook. That's for the first petal. The rest of them are a little bit different. Then you'll chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is a little bit different. You do yarn over into the next chain 1 space, and you'll yarn over again, and you'll pull through the first 2 loops. So now you'll have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull up a loop, go through the 2, then you'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull up a loop, go through 2, you'll have 4 loops, and then the last one will make a petal. Go through 2, and then you have 5. All the rest of the petals are this way. You go through all 5, and you chain 5. 3, 4, 5. And you repeat. And you'll have 5 loops on the hook when you're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you're starting to get petals. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now we have 4, we're halfway there. So through the bottom 2, and then through all 5. Okay. So that's yarn over in the chain 1 space, pull up a loop, go through the first 2 loops, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, go through 2 loops, 3 loops, yarn over through 2 loops, you have 4, and the last one, and then you'll have 5 loops on your hook. You go through all 5. Two, 3, 4, 5. Then for the last one, you yarn over in the last chain 1 space, go through the 2, then you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, go through 2, yarn over, and then your last one. You get your 5. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then you're going to join your chain to the top of your petal. You don't want to go on the 5 chains, you want to go in the kind of big chain right there. And just slide it under and make a slip stitch. And then go through the top of the chain to make another slip stitch. And then here you can go and make your 3rd slip stitch, so you're into the chain space. Then you're going to chain 3, and then this is going to be a corner, and I do the middle chain. I do the middle to be the middle of the corner. So and you'll do a DC after the chain 3. Then you're going to chain 2 because this is the corner. And then you're going to do 3 DCs in here. So 1, 2, 3. And this will be the first corner. Then you're going to go under your next chain space and do 4 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to have a corner and then 4 DCs, and now you're going to make another corner, so it'll be 3 DCs. 1, 2, and 3. On each corner you're going to do 2 chains. 1, 2, and 3 more DCs in the same chain space. 2, and then 3. And then into the next one is the middle with 4 DCs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now we're going to do the 3rd corner, 3 DCs. So each corner is 3 DC, 2 chain, and 3 DC. There's your 3rd DC. 1, 2 chains, and then 3 more DCs. We're getting there, we're almost there. So now 4 DCs. So all the sides have 4 DCs in them, and all the corners are 3 DCs, 2 chains, 3 DCs. And then this last 4th corner, 3 DCs, 2 chains, 3 DCs, 2, 3, and 4 DCs on the side, 2, 3, 4. Then on the last corner, where we started, I did only the 2, so you're going to make your 3rd DC, or the starting DC, and then it kind of buries it so you can't see where the start was. So there's the beginning of that corner. Then we're going to join it with a slip stitch on top of the 3rd chain. So 1, 2, 3, right there. And then for this one, you can just chain 3 because this is going to be part of the final round, the sides. So 1, 2, 3, and then in each corner there's going to be 2 DCs and 2 chains. So 1, 2, 2 chains, and then starting out with 2 DCs in the corner. 1, 2. Then you're going to DC on top of every DC on the row. So you'll start right there, and you'll end up with 14 when you're done. So in there's 1, and then you go across. And the last 2 DCs are in the corner, and then 2 chains. So that would be 14 on the side. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And in every corner it's 2 DC, 2 chain, and then 2 DC to start the next side. And we're almost done. In this square you can use any yarn you want and any hook you want. I'm using worsted weight with an eye hook, and that makes a 4.5 inch square, which can get kind of big. So 2 chains, and then 2 DCs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. There's 14. Then for the last row, or the last side, it's 2 chains. And then you start with your 2 DCs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then just to be sure, finish counting 11, 12, 13, so I have 1 more to put in there to make 14. And you can just join it with a slip stitch into the top of the 3rd chain, so 1, 2, 3. And then weave in your end. You'll cut it and weave in your ends, and there's your square. And that's that.